So today I bring this important topic before you. Okay, let's start. Glass slab. Let us consider. Let us consider a rectangular glass slab. Suppose A B C D. A B C D is a rectangular glass slab. First, we are to draw the circumference of the rectangular glass slab. What is glass slab? Glass slab, I will show you. Here is a glass slab. Look at this. This is a rectangular glass slab. Okay. It is a transparent medium of glass. It is a transparent medium of glass. It means light will pass through this glass slab. Light can pass through this glass slab so that reflection of light is related to this practical. Okay. Mm, okay. Here is here is thickness of the glass slab is thickness of the glass slab is this. This is the thickness of glass. This is the thickness of glass slab, which I represent by letter using letter T. Now the question is what? What is thickness? Thickness is nothing. See, it is important to understand the thickness of the glass slab. Thickness is what? The light, the amount of distance light passed through the glass. It means while light enter, suppose say light enter in this particular face of the glass slab, then the distance covered by the light entering uh, at this face is this. This is the thickness of the glass. If on the other hand, oppositely, if I consider the light is allowed to incident here, then it passed through the backside of the glass slab. Then thickness of the glass slab will be this. Okay, that is the thickness is what? The amount of distance that light passed through a glass slab while entering into a glass slab. Okay. Now, so glass slab thickness of this ABCD glass slab is T. Now I am going to consider an incident ray. Here I consider an incident ray. Here I consider an incident ray. Suppose say it is PQ. Okay. And point of incident is supposed to say N. Point of incident is supposed to say N. Now I am going to draw. Now I am going to draw a normal to the point of incident. Suppose say normal is N1 N2. The normal at point N is N1 N2. Now an angular incident is I. What is an angular incident? The angle created by the incident ray with normal is called angle of incident. We all know that. Okay. See, according to the refraction, while light enter from a rarer medium into a denser medium, the reflected ray comes closer to the normal. In this case, air, here is air. Suppose all these are air and this medium is glass medium. Then glass is denser medium compared to the air medium. Clear? So in this case, reflected ray will after reflection, reflected ray will come closer to the N1 and N2 normal. That is say uh, this is okay. This reflected ray comes closer to the normal N1 and N2. Now the angle of refraction is R. Clear? Now the incident ray, if I consider the incident ray, if incident ray does not get deviated or does not reflected, the original path of the incident ray will be like this. It is remain this way. Okay. And now I am going to draw another normal at the point of refraction. Suppose say it is m dash. The point of refraction. It means at this point. This is refracted ray. Again, see this refracted ray will again this refracted ray while passed through the denser medium ABCD glass medium, then it again reflected to the another rarer medium, that is air medium. Again from the concept of reflection, while um, incident ray pass through a denser medium and enter into the or reflected into the rarer medium, the reflected ray will go away from the normal. It means this ray will go away from the normal. It means it gone away from the normal. Now the question is what? This ray is called emergent ray. Emergent, emergent, emergent ray. The angle created by the emergent ray with the normal is called angle E. Emergent angle. See, emergent angle is equal to the angle of incidence. Clear? Now important thing is what? The incident ray and the emergent ray must be, after reflection, it must be parallel to each other. Clear? It must be parallel to each other. Now, this original ray, direction of the original incidence ray is this. Now, this ray is deviated and emerged this way. Suppose to say it is CS through M dash S. Okay, M dash S is the emergent ray. Now, what I do? I will have to calculate the deviation. What is deviation? This is the deviation. This is the deviation of the original ray. It means this original ray deviated this much from this to this. Now I will have to calculate. For that, I will draw a normal from point M dash to this ray. It is V. Okay. Now for that purpose, I will have to calculate this angle also. What is the value of angle M dash QV? It is, suppose say vertically opposite angles are equal, then vertically opposite angles, angle I is equal to this angle. Okay. Now I will have to calculate only this one. Then I will have to subtract R from I. That is I minus R. Okay. This is all about the geometry. Now I am going to apply trigonometry to calculate this M dash P, that is delta. Suppose it is delta. Lateral deviation. Lateral deviation. Lateral deviation is M dash P is equal to delta. That I have to calculate here. Not me. It is all the students who are required to do this practical. He has to calculate the M dash P is equal to delta. The amount of deviation that the original ray while passed through a glass slab need to calculate. Okay. For that, I will use two triangle. First triangle M dash QV and another one M dash QN2. See, let's start from triangle M dash QV. I will take I minus R, that is sine I minus R using trigonometry. According to trigonometry, I will apply trigonometry to find out this. Trigonometry, sine I minus R, this angle is equal to what? M dash V by M dash Q. Now, m dash q is equal to m dash v by sine I minus r. Again, m dash v is equal to what? Delta. I can write m dash q is equal to delta by sine I minus r. Now it is equation number 1. Similarly, I can apply trigonometry in triangle m dash q n 2. Okay. Again from triangle m dash q n 2, cos r is equal to n2 q by m dash q. This implies m dash q is equal to n2q divided by cos r is equal to n2q is parallel to the side BC, that is thickness. Okay. Now I can consider n2q as thickness of the glass slab, that is the amount of light that passed through the glass slab. The distance is BC, and BC parallel to q and 2 is equal to T by cos r is equal to T into 1 by cos r is equal to 1 by cos r is equal to sec r. This is basic trigonometry. Now I will have two equation 1 and equation 2. By solving equation and equation 2, by solving 1 and 2, I will get delta by sine I minus r is equal to T into sec r, implies delta is equal to T into sec r into sine I minus r. See students, this is the expression that I am looking for here. Okay, this is the important expression that you need to find out from this practical to calculate the amount of deviation